Hey guys, Steven here at the Suburban. Let's try that again. Hey guys, this is Steve here at the Practical Suburban Farmer. And what I'm doing this morning, it is almost the beginning of July. I think it's it's June 28th, and 2016. And I actually harvested a little bit of garlic this morning. So I've got an open bed, and I had a little rabbit problem with my cucumbers. So I replanted some about a week ago above ground. I usually like to plant them directly, but I got chewed right down kind of quick this year. So I planted some more in like a little shoebox, and I'm going to transplant a couple today, and I'm going to do a little bit of a barrier. So I'm going to share that with you, my technique, and we'll see how it works out. I think it'll work out pretty well though. Needed something that would protect the plants. I didn't want to put up a fence. It's just it's too much. So this is a little technique I thought about. It should work, and then hopefully the cucumbers will grow unimpeded by rabbits. So watch along. This morning's garlic harvest. It's not all my garlic. I just had a small bed that, and I had extra garlic, so I figured out what the heck, I'll throw some in, and they actually came out pretty nice. You know, pretty good size. They don't get as much sun as my other bed does, so you can see some of the ones that really didn't get much sun at all. It's small, but I got some nice bulbs in there. Those are beautiful. So I'll let those cure. So what I have here, like I said, I got a little shoebox. Just grew a couple of different kinds, regular cucumbers and some pickling cucumbers. And I always put a little barrier up in between so I know what space is out. So those are just a couple of radish plants, just serve as a separation. But you can really tell the difference between the two different plants, small and big. So let's take a peek. I'll show you where I put them. So here we have, I'm going to just put one in each one, and I have no reason to think that they won't take. You know, some people like to plant a bunch and then thin them out, but I never really have a problem as long as something doesn't eat them. And then I got some kind of a wild squash growing back there, so I'm going to let that grow, and then I'll just kind of let it continue on along my chimney here and just let it go wherever it wants. It'll be a surprise. It's probably a pumpkin of some type, something from my compost pile. But yeah, everything's looking good. So let's go build our cages. Okay, so what I have here is some leftover square fencing material that I used to fence in my strawberries. It was small enough to keep out the chipmunks, but the strawberry plants are doing really, really well. So light gets in, water gets in, no issues, kept out the little vermin. So what I'm hoping to do is to use the same material to fence in my cucumbers. So what I did was I cut about a, I don't know, maybe a 12-15 inch strip of it off. Then I cut that one in half, and I ended up with two of these little guys. And so all I'm going to do is tie them together and then put these right over my cucumbers, and hopefully we'll be in good shape. So let's do this. Let's put on the glasses so I can see. Let's see, did I get it even? Yeah, it looks pretty even. It doesn't have to be perfect. Little square knot. This paracord is great stuff. My son used to make those survivor bracelets. I probably should have burned these off, but of course in my haste I didn't do it, so now it's going to scorch me. There we go. But I kept all the scraps and I use it all around the garden. I tie up everything. As long as you don't tie them tight, you can tie your tomatoes with them, or it's pretty awesome. And then go same way over. Make a nice little square. Maybe cut these a little short, but that's okay. And there you have it. So that'll fit. I might add one more in the middle. that'll fit nicely right over my cucumbers. Cucumbers will actually kind of grow up this, and by the time they get up high enough, they'll already start to travel. And then once they get established, I've never had an issue with anybody eating them before, so hopefully this will prevent that. So I'll take, we're gonna do one more after this, and then we'll go put them around the plants. All right, so take our little cages, push them down, and there you have it. Do the same thing over here. And there you go. And that should work. We'll see. Hopefully it will. And then I'm gonna just run some strings up these bamboo poles so that the cukes have something to climb up. But you know, they'll even use those little cages as their preliminary climbing area. So I could even run some of my string from that cage up to the poles in order to get a guide going. So we should be in pretty good shape. So we'll peek in on them every couple of weeks just to see how the progress is going, and then we'll go from there. All right. So remember, guys, keep gardening.